Bottom line up front, if you want to participate in the 2026 Scares the Care Gross Out contest, you must pre-register. You can do so by emailing frenchpresspub@hotmail.com. I want to make sure that this information gets out to everyone who is interested in participating. That's why I'm going to be making videos for TikTok and Instagram, as well as sharing on my blog. So will my co-host, Wiley Young. We want to get this out everywhere. If you see this, if you know someone that you think might be interested, share it with them. Share the blog with them. Get the information out there. We don't want anyone to be caught flat-footed, okay? That's the big thing. Now let's go over a couple of the other rules, and so everybody can have a fun time and have the most, information available. What is the Gross Out contest? It is an attempt to disgust the audience of the most extreme and horrific splatterpunk and extreme horror in the world, who will all be gathering at Scares That Care to support a great charity in February of 2026. Do it every year. This is the second year Wiley Young and I have hosted, and the second year that we've done pre-registration, and it went pretty well last year. We're hoping now that we get the word out, it will go really, really well in the future. Your entry should be 5 minutes long, no more than 5 minutes long, okay? Now that's broken into two parts. You get 3 minutes to present your very best face to the audience, okay? So if the audience likes you at that point, we'll pause, and if you're familiar with the gong show from the olden times, that will be the point for the audience to gong you off or let you keep going. So it'll be a lot like being in an arena, in an ancient Roman arena, where the emperor gives you the thumbs up or the thumbs down, except the emperor in this case is going to be the Scares the Care audience, okay? So when you are planning your presentation in advance, which you should be, that is why we want you to pre-register. We want you to have something that you prepared well in advance, that you've practiced many times, in front of the mirror, in front of your dog or cat, in front of your spouse or life partner, or in front of other audiences. Plan out your laugh lines, plan out your vomit lines, plan out your timing and your spacing so that you actually stop where you want to stop at the 3 minute mark. And then you actually stop where you have to stop at the 5 minute mark, okay? No one will be allowed to go over 5 minutes for any reason. That's the basic thing, that's the basic rules. Now, other little things that you have to keep in mind, there will be no recording. We want everyone to be able to let their hair down, okay? I'll get back into that in a little bit in the FAQ. We have gotten a couple of questions, and feel free to ask questions on this video, on the blog, on social media, anywhere that you see this posted. I will throw those up on the FAQ as well. But we'll get back to that in a second. But basically, no recording, let your hair down, prepare to be as gross and disgusting and vile as possible. The criteria that you will be judged on is grossness, so how vomit-inducing, how gross, how ugly and unpleasant is your story. Crowd engagement, that means, is the crowd laughing? Is the crowd jumping? Is the crowd walking off in terror, vomiting? And your performance. Are you just standing behind the podium, or are you getting out there? Are you using the stage? Are you using the space? Are you using the audience? Are you using the hosts and the judges? Are you using props? Now, it's not to say you have to use props. Many, many people have won with what I'm going to call a straight story. Just they got up there, they told their story, it was the best story. But also there is a long tradition in the Gross Out contest of eating live worms, drinking various disgusting fluids, things like that. So the criteria: grossness, crowd engagement, and performance. The prizes will be awarded to the top 3, as well as a judge's prize, or something of a booby prize typically. So there will be 4 prizes handed out to the people that either excel in those criteria, to the top 3 that excel in that criteria, and then 1 booby, so to speak. Again, you must pre-register to participate. I just want to reiterate that again. Now, who will be judging you? It won't be me and Wiley. We will be the hosts or the MCs. And we have some great, great judges this year. We have on board a 3-time winner, RJ Benetti. We have Splatterpunk mainstay, Eric Butler. wonderful, wonderful author, Viggy Parhampton, one of the creepiest authors I've ever had the pleasure of working with, Amanda Headley, and one of our guests of honor, RJ Joseph. Now, I know I'm already going a little bit long, but if you're here, presumably you're very interested in this. So I'll go over the FAQs that we've gotten so far really quick. And again, I'll be happy to update this. I'll be happy to do new videos, go over future FAQs, that kind of thing. Is there a registration deadline is the first question I've gotten. There is not. However, the longer you wait to register, the less likely you are to get on stage, okay? The only people that I am guaranteeing slots to are the people who were bumped last year, and you know who you are. There's only 4 of you in the world. Your slots are still guaranteed. Don't let me forget that if you reach out. Presumably you had something prepared last year that you'll want to present this year. Number 2, are there guaranteed slots? No, we just went over that. You are not guaranteed a slot. I don't care who you are. The sooner you pre-register, the more likely you are to get a slot. Number 3, are there any topics or visuals that are off limits? I know why people are asking this. The Gross Out contest also has a history of issues that we won't go into here. I'm already going way too long on this video for a good TikTok or Instagram video. I'm going to say, Wiley and I have discussed this, and we're going to say no, nothing is off limits. However, bear in mind 2 things. The audience is going to be large and diverse. And if you insult people in some way, that's on you. We're not taking the fall for that. Number 2, this is a charity event, and we will not impact anything that negatively impacts Scares That Care. If Scares That Care is dragged in the news, in the social media realm, in the future in general for something that you did, we're going to be very, very displeased and not happy about that. It's about the charity, people, okay? So I want to say there are no limitations, but in reality, the limitation is use your mind, use your brain, use your good sense. Yeah, this is a good time to let your hair down as an extreme horror / splatterpunk author or newcomer. But do not do anything that would cause any damage to this charity. That is our hard and fast rule. And finally, are there any limitations to who can enter the contest? No. So you do not have to be, I know I've been saying splatterpunks and extreme horror. You do not have to be an author. You certainly do not have to be a published author. We have had people's relatives enter in the past. We've had non-authors win in the past. Again, this is a very long and storied history. If you think you have the chops, please enter. That being said, again, you'll have to be over 18. That's not my rule. That's the charity's rule. And you'll have to be a valid ticket holder for the event. Okay? So you can't bring someone in off the street. You can't bring in some weird ringer that didn't, pay to have a ticket. But basically, long and short is, if you are there, you may enter. All right. That is our rules and regulations and FAQs for now. Hope this has been clear. Hope this has been helpful. If there's anything that's not clear or not helpful, please let either myself or Wiley Young know, and we will rectify that. We'll come up with an answer, throw it up on the FAQs. And again, make sure to share this with everybody that you think might be interested. And can't wait to see your vomiting faces at the 2026 Scares That Care Gross Out contest. Thanks, everybody.